to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Like when I order my converted eggs, like the specs on my cam and the gear size, tire size, you know, all that shit does so they can build it for my car. So if I get it and I send it to somebody else, the setup gotta be damn exactly like mine for it to work.
Making hits with LaKeith, good grief.
Yeah, man, I done pulled up on my homie James, LS swap. Good rule to me. That nigga been doing his thing or whatever, man. I just pulled up on him. See what he got shaking. See what he got shaking. See what he got shaking. Boy got it going. See. Sneak peek. And let's swap it down. What he got going on. Well, it's a hot day. Pretty day to ride though. Swapping them on. Okay. But I'm gonna turn him back on once he show up out here. Let him know I'm outside.
Run a feed line to a Y, and the Y gonna go to both of these sides right here. One side. And then you take one of these, take this off, you don't need this. And this goes to the regulator, on both sides of the regulator.
So you don't need that crossover like that? You don't? I see, mine show got that same.
You take that off, and see on both sides, on this side right here and this side right here, go to your fuel rail.
Right.
And then you regulate it back to your tank. See, this your return will go to the bottom, go back to your tank. So you regulate it on the return side instead of the feed side.
Man, see, you over my head with that one. I ain't even got to that fuel system. Usually I be looking into shit, I ain't never dig off in that fuel system.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Most people take the easy way out with that fucking little filter thing, but I don't. If that's what they want, but I don't really fuck with it though.
Yeah, I know we just jumped dead into it, man. Introduce yourself to my YouTube, man.
Oh, I'm LaJames, you know, owner of LSX Motorsports. I do LS swaps. He out here in Purrsville, you know, the surrounding area, trying to get these guys up and running and stuff, you know.
Yeah, so how long you been fooling with it?
I've been fooling with it for, you know, probably like a little year and a half, you know what I'm saying? Doing it for customers, but for me, I've been doing this shit for like over 20 plus years.
Yeah, just doing your own
my own thing.
Yeah.
But you know, like it got to a point to where shops were ripping people off and you know stuff like that. So I decided to start doing stuff, and a couple of my partners, they needed help with their swaps, and so I started helping them out. And before doing this shit, I just doing it for everybody.
All the way in, huh?
Yeah, just doing it for everybody, man. You know.
Yeah. Do you like going behind other people's work, or you don't? That'd be the hell.
That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing you can do is go behind somebody else because you don't know what they have to do. And me personally, I like to start all over from scratch. So you pay your money to somebody to do your swap the first time and they don't do it right, now you come to me, pretty much you gotta pay double because I gotta go behind somebody else's work.
Yeah, it's really better off with nothing in there at all. Now you gotta go back and really.
Because, like, I don't know what the other person did to your swap for me to just, you know, just start off and just start trying to piece stuff together.
So when you say that, that's internally or just
that's
wiring and
pretty
everything?
much that's like everything. Because like if you do it, like let's say if another shop build your motor, whatever, and they don't give you the right specs, and I gotta finish your car. I might not have the right specs, so my tuner ain't gonna be to tune your car the right way, and then we're gonna run into all kind of issues. So if I know exactly what you got, that I can, you know, pass that message on to my tuner, you know, and my tuner can get your car tuned right, and you know what I'm saying, and you'll have a successful swap.
Yeah, but in certain cases, people like get lied to. Like people say, "Oh, I'm gonna put this in there. I'm gonna put this in there. You paying for this? You paying for that?" So that'll screw you too. Yeah,
so that's why I say like I'd rather start all over from scratch, so I know exactly what you got, because I ran into that problem with a couple customers that came here and stuff that they say that the last person did, but it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we ran into like a lot of problems, a lot of issues. You know, customer mad because he spent all kind of money. Then he mad with me because he want me to get it right, but I can't get it right. You know, and I give him my honest opinion, like, dude, like I go behind somebody else with it, I can't get you right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I tell him, like, man, know exactly who you dealing with when you dealing with this stuff, and everything gonna go all right. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't no mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know how to do a swap. You know, so when I do people calls, I take pride in my work. I make sure everything correctly, and I keep in contact with the customer and let the customer know exactly what I'm doing at the same time that I'm doing it.
Right.
You know, like I don't build no motor and then don't send you no pictures and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like anything I do, I let the customer know. You know, I send them videos, pictures, whatever. That's how I operate.
Yeah, just the security. They don't ask for it, you just do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much like when they come to me for a swap, they pretty much want me to pick their parts and do everything I need to do. You know what I'm saying? They got some people that want to do their own little thing, whatever, but I don't really like try to deal with those because you always run into a problem with some shit that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So if I know, you know, I know a little about this and that, so I pretty much get in and everything that you need to get.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, man, I don't want to slow you down, man. Keep it going, whatever you got going on. I'll just be here watching over. And man, for y'all who tuning in, man, I'm gonna turn the camera back on when I got some more questions and try to get y'all the information, cause he really know what he got going on. He really could tell y'all and break down LS swaps to y'all better than I could. You know, I'm just going through it myself as far as building what I'm building. But like I say, he got more knowledge than me for us with that because he touching it every day, all day. So when we get to some more questions, I feel like y'all should know. I'm gonna turn y'all back on, man.
When you buy your wire harness, all your wire harness, wherever it lands at is where it stays. You should never have to extend no wires on none of your harness. You know what I'm saying? Like this wire right here was extended, that was supposed to go to the starter, but yet they plugged it to the battery. That don't go there. Then he extended the brown wire right here that's supposed to go to the back of the head, but he extended it to run to the battery. That don't go there because they tell you on the harness, put the ground back of the head, right?
Right.
Then what else? Like your harness, when you buy your harness, it pretty much like they tell you, like it's simplified. You know, like the driver side, passenger side. So when you route your harness, like this your driver side. So this like your, you know, your alternators and all that right here.
Right.
You know, he extended that wire, extended the water temperature wire. You know. Then he got, you know.
So could that harness be fixed, or you had to get a whole new harness?
Oh, it can be fixed, but it's gonna look janky. So what you're gonna do is at least clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you extend it, clean it up to where it don't look trashy, because you don't want your swap to look trashy when you pop your hood.
Yeah. So if it was me, I'd just go ahead and rip that whole harness out and order new.
Yeah, that's your best bet.
Yeah.
But if you can't afford to, then you gotta go along with the flow.
But sometimes I say when you can't afford,
if you can't,
right then, just be patient and wait until you can afford it. I put this car in the backyard and wait till I can afford it. Like that's how I do my bill. When something going on and something too high, I be like, fuck, well, I'm gonna sit this bitch down, and I got a lot going on at the time. Sit this bitch to the side. When I come across some extra money, fuck it, I'm gonna order that. Then start back doing what you're doing.
Most people try to keep up with the next person, next person got going on.
Like I tell people, these same car shows come around every year. Everything come around again. Man, I've been out my car a year and a half, and I miss it sometimes when I walk out there and look at it, but like I don't miss it to the point where I'm about to start rushing shit.
Though, you know what I'm saying? You see that once you're done with it, that you can hit every last car show and you're gonna have a reliable car.
And then I'm gonna win a whole bunch of trophies and all that. Instead of getting talking about.
You're not rushing because somebody else rushing to do their car. You're not trying to keep up with the Jones.
Right.
Like I had my car for over 3 years, damn near, and I had an LS swap. You know what I'm saying? My swap was okay, but it went up to my standards to how I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So I did I just sold the motor, pulled it out, and I waited till I got what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't settle for less. Settle for what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you working for it.
Yeah, I call myself, I don't mean to cut you off, but I call myself settling for a 6.0 when I really wanted a 6.2. In the beginning, I wanted a 6.2 and I had got this 6.0. I broke it down, everything to the block, about to take it to the machine shop, and I was like, man, I really don't want this motor, but I can't find the 6.2. Man, I messed around and was on the internet, ended up finding that short block, that 6.2 I got now, aluminum block, pistons, everything, all the machine work was done. It was bored out 10. .25 is 10, huh? Yeah, on the piston, it got .25 on top. So I was like, all right, that's what I want. Oh boy wanted, I think he wanted 45 for that short block, built with the crank and everything. It had some nice shit in it. So I was like, all right, man, that's too much. Then I seen that he said if you have a core, he'll take 38. So man, I took him to 6.0 and got that block and just started. But I feel like if I could rewind time, I'll go ahead and get a full block, because I did a lot of ripping and running back to the dealership for bolts, intake bolts, water pump bolts, all of the knick-knack bolts. I didn't have none of that. So to get my motor where it's at, it took a while because there's a lot of chasing down parts and all kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's just my experience, and if I do it over, I'll buy a crate motor or something, because I spent over what a crate motor cost.
Yeah, exactly, because I did a custom car like that. He had a crate motor and pretty much everything was just plug and play, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had to search for nothing and do this and do that.
Right.
You know, and on top of, going back to the subject about getting what you want, like, I told a customer, I did this call, you know what I'm saying? He was coming to me for a 5.3. And I told him straight, I said, dude, before I take your money, get what you want to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to up a seal, trying to do this and do that. Nah. If you don't want no 5.3, don't settle for a 5.3. Because when you get it, you're not going to be happy with it.
Yeah. Because
you want what you want, you know what I'm saying? And the dude was like, man, I'm glad you being honest, you know what I'm saying? Because I really want a 6.0. And what I did, put a 6.0 in his car. And now you happy,
You gotta get what you want, man.
Yeah.
Then see me, I prefer the Generation 4s. I like
Gen 4s.
Yeah. See, what I don't like about the Gen 3s is the knock sensors is under the intake and all that, and I like them down at the bottom.
And then when you ever have to change it, you gotta remove the intake and all that just to get to it.
Right.
So when they're on side the block, you just gotta dig underneath there and get it.
Man, that's my only preference on the Gen 4. Like, I'll take a Gen 3 if I just can't find it, but like I just don't like them knock sensors under that intake like that.
I take a Gen 4.
Yeah.
That's why I got a Gen 4.
Yeah. So, far as what else you gotta finish this one up? What you got left on that car?
The other car I gotta do a whole swap on it.
Oh, it gotta do a whole swap on that one.
Going with a 6.0. So we're gonna do a 6.0 with a 4L60 transmission with a shift kit with a Trailblazer SS stall up in it. So.
Oh yeah.
So this how it looking now, all crusty, dusty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ready to snatch this out and go with it.
Waiting on a few more parts to come in for him. and then we're gonna knock him off.
You already got it put together on the stand and everything already?
Yeah, I got it.
Let's check some of the motors out you got already on the stand. This your Caprice?
Yeah. Well, this is motor right here.
That thing pretty clean too. Bro-am. Or Brom, however y'all want to say. I know y'all be in the comments be talking all crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, that's his motor right there, 6.0. And this a 5.3 going to the shop. It's a Gen 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his shit kind of crusted, so he won't go to the shop with it. He don't want to just put that crusted shit up in there like that.
I be telling everybody, man, it's best, man, now. Man, I say all that shit common now, like LS swaps is common, so man, you might well build them. People used to didn't build them because they were scared to go inside of them. Now people got the ins and outs on them. They know how to build them and shit. And how long you had this Capri?
I've been having my Caprices for 3 years. And you know, like I said, I'm doing what I want to do at my own pace.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna rush me to, you know what I'm saying?
I see you got them wheel board. What that is, a 4-piston?
Nah, that's the 2-piston.
2-piston?
Yeah, for right now. I'm about to do an upgrade as soon as that rear end comes.
Do you think is that good enough, or you think you need it by you driving that? What is that good enough, or you like you say you need to upgrade it, or
it'll stop it, you know? But this my 6.0 Ford Gen. You know what I'm saying? To y'all is a 6.0.
yeah?
To me it's a little bit more, but yeah, we're gonna keep that on another chapter.
Them long tube headers, they was hard to get
actually,
in
those off F body.
there?
I got them off F body, off Speed Engineering.
Yeah,
You know, I had ordered them for a car I was doing, so I decided, well, let me test them and see how they work, and see if I have to do any modifications. But everything went on, you know. So, but then I'll tell you about my fuel system.
Yeah.
I got the regulator back.
You ever thought about running the E85?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah. Do you have to change that regulator out, or you can use that regulator?
All the lines and everything is already set up for EL5.
Well, you got this one clean. That's what you talking about. See, like them that wine harness, how everything land where it needs to go.
Everything where it's supposed to go at. See, like, and then like this is the map sensor.
Yeah.
You know.
Wherever
the map sensor gonna be at on that intake right there.
It's on the back, huh? Shit.
That's where it'll go. I don't have to extend it to come over here.
Oh, that's the one that's in the front. Oh no, that's the back, huh?
Yeah, the LS3 is in the front.
All right.
So yeah, so we'll see, it'll go to the front.
Yeah.
This if I was running drive-by cable. But I'm doing the gas pedal, the wire.
So if you're doing drive-by on wire, you don't have to use that at all?
You don't have to use that.
So what you gonna end up doing with that?
So what you do with this is take it and you know put some heat shrink on it to keep this so it don't get corroded or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like tuck it away, put some connectors or something on there, you know, like some straps.
Yeah.
Keep it out the way.
So when you got drive-by wire, where you gonna get the plug that go to the throttle body? Do you have to do a separate?
No, it comes. Your harness gonna come with everything you need to get it done.
So it's gonna come with the drive-by wire or the drive-by cable?
You gotta pick which one you got. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm talking about far as on this one.
This the highly terminated X Max. So they give you an option if you don't want to run the pedal, the wire, you want to run the cable.
Yeah.
All right. So that's why they give you the extra stuff right here, because okay, let's just suppose that I might not have the throttle body, but I might have a cable throttle body. So okay, well I could just use that for right now, temporary, until I get me the wire. Yeah. The wire throttle body.
Right.
But this for your throttle body right here.
All right, so like, but why you said that one was for the drive-by with the cable?
This for the cable.
All right, so why I got both though?
Why I got both? Just in case if you don't have the cable, I mean you don't have the wire throttle body right now, you can just plug that up.
Oh, see, I ain't know that. I ain't know. I thought
so, you know they give you the option if you decide to go with the cable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might not, like I said, you might not have the cable. I mean the wire right now. You might just have the cable.
All right. And what water pump that is you running?
That's the LS1 water pump. No, LS3.
Right.
It's the LS3 water pump.
And that's the same one off the Camaro.
Yeah.
All right. That's the one I have also.
I run that with the LS Simple bracket.
Yeah, I like them brackets though, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing a double alternator, you know, cause for my music and stuff. So make sure I got enough juice.
Yeah, man.
But,
y'all see, you got it.
This how it's supposed to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be clean. You know what I'm saying? So when you pop that hood, man, these car shows. You know what I'm saying? It look like something like you don't want to go to a car show because you're in a rush and your shit you can't even pop the hood on it.
Yeah,
you know
man.
You want to show people what you got. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about? I was thinking about this the other day. Far as with not the alternator, the compressor, running it in a stock position on the LS3 under the bottom. How hard would that be?
Well, from my knowledge, from my understanding, that you gotta notch the frame
to be able to get. Oh, all right. See, I never understood why they converted from under the bottom to that.
Yeah,
but once it sit there, is it anything you have to cover or anything? Like it ain't. It's just a.
No, it'll be straight up in there. Like you ain't gotta worry about that. But I choose not to do all that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it. I just never knew why. Now I see because of that frame.
Goes down, they gotta do that. Or either like sometimes you gotta push the motor up or raise the motor up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're gonna look janky at the end of the day. So go on, get you a nice clean little bracket set to put on there. You know, it don't have to be LSF, it could be ICT or one of them other ones. You know, but you know, you just want your shit looking right, man, at the end of the day. Your harness, you know, make sure all your wires is clear from heat.
Yeah.
You know, you kinda had this running close to the exhaust, kinda melting it up. You know, and then like another thing, when you're doing your relays, like if you're gonna hook your relays up, man, make them look, you know, presentable and nice and neat. You know, you got them just sitting right there. You know, then you got one on this side right here.
So, like, if you did the relay, what you usually would throw them?
You know, me personally, either I will run the relays right here, but nice and neat.
Yeah.
To where it's easy for me to get to them.
Right.
Or if I have enough room, I will run them like on my firewall.
Right.
You know, like not saying anything wrong with the way he got it, but the way how it is.
Yeah, they just throw it in there.
Yeah, like he just, you know, put them there. He got them separated. So now you got relays on this side, and relays on that side, and you don't really know what the relays for because you don't have them hooked. You know what I'm saying? You don't like if I come here right now and try to change the relay, I don't know what's relay for what. You know what I'm saying? I would have to trace the wire down. So that's why
it's good to mark. That's a mental note right there for me.
Yeah, so when I usually do it, you know, I know exactly what it is and I mark them. So if the customer have a problem with it, and I can tell them straight, you know, they can go to such and such relay with the letter on it, and you know they can easily find it to change it.
And so, do you use that with every car, the same lettering with every car you do? With,
yes,
well, you won't have to remember the car. Be like, oh damn, that's a Caprice, or I don't remember what letter I put on.
Yeah, but nine times out of 10, I know, but the customer don't know. And to keep the customer from having to come all the way back over here just to change a relay, why not, you know, make it simple for them?
And then you could, yeah, that's pretty
so, you know,
smart, man.
I can tell them, like, okay, well, go look right there. If you see an F on there, for your fuel pump.
Right.
All right, change that one there, and your fuel pump will come on, because I put a fuel pressure regulator on all the cars, so you know if the fuel pump on or not. Because the regulator, if it's on 0, you ain't get no pressure.
Right.
So we know something going wrong with the fuel pump.
So once it's built right, do you have a lot of problems after that? Like that be the once you work the kinks out, do you have to keep tampering with shit?
Once you you know, first, you know, I'm a builder, so I build it. So if it's built right, then it falls back on the tune. So you're gonna have, you know, little hiccups here and there, you know, with the tune wise. But once you get it tuned so like it's supposed to be, like you don't have to worry about that. You can drive it like a regular car.
Yeah.
You know, but if it ain't built right, it ain't tuned right, you ain't doing that.
All right, see, that what I be scared of, all that under the hood.
You know,
and
a lot of people, you know, they're scared of the LS, you know, because it ain't built right and it ain't tuned right, you know. But Me personally, I do my best on it, and I take pride in what I do.
Right.
And when I call my tuner to come tune your car, he take pride in what he do. And any problem that we have along the way, we try to knock it out. You know what I'm saying? So like I test drive the car, you know, make sure it's not running hot, make sure it ain't killing and all this and that. And if I have any problem, I just call my tuner up, say, hey, bro, such and such going on when I do such and such. All right, he come back out and he straighten it out. You know what I'm saying? We don't just let the customer just take the call.
And it's on you. You handle all the business now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You know, so because at the end of the day, you paying me, and you not paying the tuner. So I gotta make sure my tuner doing his job, what he's supposed to do.
Right.
You know, because it all gonna fall back on me at the end of the day.
Yeah. So what? That's an ECU, huh?
Yeah, that's a fire tech
Yeah.
ECU. Something like the Harley Sniper and all that, the Harley Terminator. So
Fuse box. What? How they laid that up? Did they bent something?
yeah, he bent some kind of like piece of metal or something. No, it ain't a bad little idea, you know, but
Like with all that, is it a way you could hide that in your car inside?
yeah, that's
Like in a
that's why
glove box or something?
you can, but I'm gonna tell you like an old guy told me, if you ever have to service it, you got everything tucked away, you gotta put all that back out just to service it.
Right.
So, and what he told me was, that's why they make the computers the way they make them, to be on the outside the car. Now, like I said, like, if it would have been me, I would have had it probably tucked away in the corner behind the battery somewhere where it's nice and neat and it's not noticeable.
Yeah.
You know, and it's easy to get to if something happens. Because let's say if you pinch one of the wires in the harness, you gotta pull the harness out. It's so much stuff that you gotta go through just to get that harness back out if it's up inside your car.
Right. What about in the glove box? I've seen people have them in a glove box.
I had mine in the glove box.
That was a good spot, or you don't too much like that spot?
I took it out for the reason being, when I had to service it, and it was hard for me to service it because you got everything kind of buttoned up, and when you pull all the slack out to the car, you don't have no room to where you can just unscrew it and pull it all the way out towards you. You know, so you have to try to disconnect the harness and push the harness back in the car a little bit in order for you to get it all the way out to get to like a couple screws to unscrew it. So if it's out in the open to where you can get it, I can either just come here and just take these screws and pick it up, you know, and do whatever I need to do to it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get all the information I can, you know. But
yeah, because, you know, I'm a fan of that clean look, you know. I don't want nobody to see the wires, but you got to think about it. Like I said, whenever you got to do something to it, that's the hardest part, you know. Like I had mine in my glove box nice and neat. And one of the wires messed up and I tried to go certain and it was hard to do.
yeah, man. Man, oh yeah, shout your Instagram and stuff, all the information anybody want to contact you about, anything.
Official underscore LS underscore motorsports on Instagram. You know, in my Facebook, I barely be on Facebook, but that's LaJames. You know, that's where you can find me. And if you need some work done, you know, hit my. I got my information on Instagram. You know, my phone number, so you can call me, text me, whatever. You know, if you want to get that real work done.
Oh yeah, I'll tag it in. Even though you said, I'm still gonna put it at the bottom of the screen when I edit it and stuff, man. I've been looking at your work. I've been enjoying your work for a minute, man. It's like, man, it's hard to find. Like, a lot of people are like, why Baton Rouge or why the surrounding areas ain't going crazy with LS swap? It really be hard to find somebody that's reliable.
Somebody reliable to do it.
And then when you think you got one, they start fucking everybody's shit up, and you be like, oh fuck, I thought he was the one. You know, but
and see, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take pride in what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about the money, because you know they're gonna come at the end of the day regardless. It's about making the customer feel happy when they get their car, that they spent their money in the right place and with the right person. And they didn't just, you know, just threw money out the window, all because, you know, you didn't take pride in what you did. You know, so
you just looking for the money. Give me the money.
Once they get your money, you know, it's like they don't really care. But at the end of the day, like anybody call I did, you know, I try to have a little friendship with them, and you know what I'm saying. So any problems they got, you know, they know to reach out to me first. You know what I'm saying, before they go to anybody else. At least give me the chance, you know, to straighten whatever out. And sometimes, you know, it ain't about the swap that I did. They might have a personal vehicle or something else that they might need some work done to, you know. So that's why I try to keep a little relationship with them, you know, and show them that it's not about their money, you know.
And that's what's up, man.
The Dash 6, you know what I'm saying, because I go with the Dash 8, so if you want to always upgrade, I don't have to come back and take all my fuel line out to go to Dash 8 when I already did the first time.
Yeah, you might well go big.
Do it right the first time, you ain't gotta come back the second time and do it. Save yourself some time and money. So
that's what's up. Now, you say you got your torque converter? What size torque converter?
That's 3500.
Let me check it out.
Oh.
Boy, you have me stuck over here. I'll be wanting to come over here every day. Mess. Oh yeah.
Little 35. Ain't nothing too major.
Yeah, ain't nothing little about 35. Motherfucker, when I tell motherfucker I got a 36, they be like, what you doing with that big ass star?
Ain't nothing major about it.
They be acting like that bitch a 4K or something.
Man, what you trying to race or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
And what size transmission that's going in?
It going on 4L60. Got a shift kit, and you know, kind of bulletproof.
Yeah. I ain't know they had the build. Man, I'm thinking mine was gonna be ordered. They were talking about it's gonna take 4 to 6 days to come in.
Oh, for your converter?
Yeah, and then they say that's after it's built.
They build it special to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Like when I ordered my converter, they asked me like the specs on my cam and
right.
the gear size, tire size, you know, all that shit there, so they can build it for my car. So if I get it and I send it to somebody else, the setup gotta be damn exactly like mine for it to work.
All right. So that showed. Well, really, I went the opposite way. When I got my cam kit, they said what specs on what support that fucking cam, and they told me I can't go under a 3600.
Yeah, most cams will tell you that. Like I talked to the people at BTR and they told me like a stage 2 you don't really need no stall. You know what I'm saying? But you go to stage 3 you need a stall.
Right.
So some people want the stall, some people don't want the stage 2. It all depends what you want.
Yeah, see that stage 3 cam, that be called for a 3600 stall.
Yeah.
I just like that stall like that. You really gotta put your foot in and wake that bitch up.
It sounds like you're lazy, you know?
Yeah, and then but it's like it's stored energy. Like that bitch be ready when you want to hit on it.
Yeah, because it's better because you know when you get the big stall, you know, like let's say if your cam say 3500, 3600, that's where your cam start making a power in. So you got that stall. So once you rev it up, get your RPM to 3600. You already in your power band, so now it's straight power. It ain't no lacking on anything.
Yeah.
That's why, like you know, notice when you take off with a stall, you know, it take off kind of slow and lazy because you really
ain't in your power band.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I like to stall, because you know, person want to race. Hey, I'm in my power band, and you might not be. You know what I'm saying? So who gonna win at the end of the day?
And then that car gonna react way quicker with that stall in it.
Trust me, I had that the 3600 in my Caprice, but I had a 5.3, and right there, you know, I tried to do a little burnout, and then almost lost it, and almost ran to the neighbor house. You know, so I know what it can do.
Yeah, but see, I ain't no driver, so I ain't gonna be playing like that.
I ain't no driver either. That's why I should have did what I did, but I tried, you know, because I was trying to show off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm gonna learn though. That's what I be telling myself. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna redo my intro on my YouTube video too. Once I get that motor running, and I'm gonna cut up. If I gotta get in the open church ground or something, I'm gonna cut up.
They got a lot of open spaces where you can show it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna redo my whole intro, and hopefully by that time I have somebody made a song. I really want to make a whole song for my intro and everything. Because that beat, I paid for that beat.
Man, that act like that beat fire. That will really draw me to your YouTube thing.
Yeah.
When I heard that beat, I was like, dang.
Man, that's crazy. And I paid what, about $100 and some, like $150 for the Hits with LaKeith. You ever heard? Yeah,
Yeah.
LaKeith. He make a lot of spitter beats and shit.
When I heard that beat, I said, yeah. I said, let me check this out and shit. I've been rolling with Jerry since then.
Yeah, see, I think I want to get spitter on it. I ain't reached out yet. I want to get spitter on the hook, talking like some Cutlass talk or something. On the song, make the whole song. I'm gonna shoot a music video and everything. So it ain't in the making right now. It's just a vision. It's a dream.
Oh,
but
you know, once you get that vision, that dream and all that come true, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it all together, you know. And hopefully I'm gonna do all that by the time I finish my car up, and then just be coming with a new intro with the song and everything. I'm gonna redo my whole channel, and it's just gonna be some new shit. Like once my car come out, then I'm gonna let my wife interview me on it. And I'm gonna do the whole thing. Cause a lot of people been waiting on that car though, man. So
yeah, trust me. That's what it was all about. There, did it for Cutlass, man.
Man, but I appreciate you letting me come through, man, and check you out, man. I'm gonna be visiting you a lot, man, checking up on you, seeing what you got. You know, I call you all the time, see what you got going on, man.
Anytime, bro, you know, anything I get coming through y'all, bro, you know, I know where to hit up.
Yeah.
It's all right, I'm hitting them up.
All right. Man, for everybody who tuning in, man, this Cutlass for us, man. Y'all gotta subscribe, like, share, comment. Drop in the comment section, let me know what y'all wanna see, man. Cutlass for us, and we out.